Okay, so yesterday what we have seen, yesterday we have created the prospect, and from prospect we have created the sales quotation, and from sales quotation we have converted to the sales order. Okay, in sales order we have done the pick and pack, that is nothing but the packing slip, and we have done the invoice. Okay, so this is completely order management process. So let me re-show you that. As yesterday's recording was distracted so that was the reason I'm not able to share yesterday's and last 2 days last two requested date recording with you. So let me re-explain from the beginning. So for that, first we will go to the sales and marketing module. Okay, so in sales and marketing module, to create prospect, I can directly go to the all prospect and I can create it. Or if I have the customer, then in that case I will directly go to the all quotation. So at here I am directly going with all quotation. Okay, so at here I will select new customer, I mean new sales quotation, by clicking on new, and at here instead of prospect I will select customer. Now I know customer to whom I need to issue the sales quotation, so that was the reason at here I am selecting the customer. Okay, that at here you will have a customer account drop down list, so you can filter the customer. Like for example, I'm filtering with one of the customer as Papa Roti, which we have created yesterday. Okay, then all the necessary information related to that particular customer will be populated over here, and after that I will click on OK, so that my sales quotation header will be created. Okay, so in the sales header quotation, as we have seen yesterday, like for example, I have the customer reference number, like customer purchase requisition number, so I can give their PR number like something. Okay, and other than that, in header tab, as we have seen, if I want to provide any document header subject, okay, so in that case, under the sales quotation header we have a document title. So at here you can give the document title, like for example at here I am giving document title as iPhone. Okay, so introduction you can give as a para or points, and conclusion you can give as a head, as a para or terms and condition points. It depends on how you want to update it. Basically it's basically on the temp company specific. Okay, so you can update those information. Okay, after updating those information you will go to the lines. In lines you will add the respective product which you are giving quotation to the customer Papa Roti. Like for example, I want to issue the sales quotation for Papa Roti for one of the particular item called as iPhone. Okay, so in this particular item list I will search for that particular product, that is that begins with I. Let me filter with begin with I. Okay, so I have two items, so I want to give iPhone quotation, so I will select that respective product. Okay, so at here number of quantity I will give as 5, and I will update the site and warehouse. See at here I am directly updating the warehouse. So okay, so based on warehouse, by default site will also update. Like example you can see under the warehouse, so currently it is in on hand, so by default it will be on warehouse list. Okay, so from here, like for example, if you select 11, by default the site will also updated. So I don't know in which warehouse currently stock is available, so in that case you can directly filter over here under the warehouse drop down. You will have on hand, so if you select on hand it will show the on hand list in which site and warehouse currently it is available. So you will select that particular site and warehouse and it will be updated, and at here you can update the unit price. Like for example at here the unit price is not getting updated, right? So let me tell you a trick. Like for example, so this is my item master, right? So let me go to the item master. Yeah, so this is the item master. So in item master, what I will do, under sell tab, okay, we have a base price, so base sale price. So let me update the base sell price as, let's imagine 350. Okay, and I'm saving this particular record. So I'm updating sell price as 350 USD. Okay, so once I have saved this particular record, let me go back to the sales quotation. Now at here, what I will do, I will remove this particular line and then again I will re-add. Okay, so let me re-add the item number, that is I 00002. Okay, so these are the item which I have added. Now you can see my unit price by default it is populating. From where it is getting populated, as I have updated the sales base price as 350, based on that my sales price got populated in my sales quotation, and the same thing will be updated in your sales order. In case if you want to modify the price, you can modify over here. Okay, like for example, at here I am giving, let me select the site and warehouse. Like for example, I am selling, giving quotation to this particular customer as 400 USD. Okay, so after updating the price information, we will go to the quotation and we will click on, let me save this particular record. Okay, so once you have saved, you will go to the quotation, under generate we have send quotation. Okay, so once you click on send quotation, so a quotation will be submitted to the respective customer, Papa Roti. Okay, so either he can receive the quotation price document either in email or in SMS as a link, and even you can give printout with the help of quotation journal. Okay, so on from quotation journal you can go to the quotation journal from quote, and you can click on original preview to review the document, and you can give printout as a hard copy. Okay, so once everything is done, now we are making the follow up. So follow up in the sense you will make a continuous follow up with this particular customer, whether what decision you have taken, you want this particular product or not. Based on that, like for example, if he want to proceed with this particular code, then he will click on confirm, or else he can cancel this particular quotation. Okay, right here we have three different options. One is confirm, another one is cancel, another one is lost quotation. So what is difference between cancel and lost quotation? Like for example, we have issued the quote and we didn't receive any update from the respective customer, then in that case we can click on cancel. Okay, like for example, you have issued the quote and the customer denied this particular quotation, then you can say has lost quote. Okay, so at here, like for example, Papa Roti accept this particular quotation, then in that case he being the sales person, he will click on confirm. So once he clicked on confirmation, confirm of this particular sales quotation. Okay, once he clicked on OK, so on backend a sales order will be generated and it will be interlinked against this particular sales quotation. Okay, so now I am clicking on OK to generate the sales order. Okay, now you can see the quotation status has been changed to confirm. Okay, and you can see on top we have two messages over here. One is the quotation status is updated to confirmed. Okay, and also at here to want to view the against which sales order is generated against this particular quotation. For that, directly you can go to the general tab. Okay, under related information you have the sales order. So once you click on this particular sales order, it will display the sales order number. Like for example, this is the sales order number 915. Okay, and you can see in this sales order you have the same item reference, item number is there, and if you see the price and price information, it's 400, which is populating from our sales quotation. And you can see the customer acquisition number which I have given, PR14112. So the same number is populating over here. Okay, so once these information is populated, so in sales order also we have four different status. One is open order. Next we have confirm. Confirm we may use in various, especially in the manufacturing sector. And we have pick and pack. In pick and pack we have three different activities. One is picking list registration, and packing slip. This picking list and picking list registration, mostly it will be utilized in the furnishing industry, okay, or manufacturing sector, where they will utilize it. Okay, otherwise they can directly go with the packing slip. And last one we have invoice. So we will see all the complete process. Like for example, now at here the sales order is generated. So what we will do, we will go to the sell tab, as we have confirmation in our purchase order. Same over here in sell tab we have confirm now. So once you click on confirm now, it means that the customer has been confirmed this particular sales order. So we can proceed with the shipping. Okay, so now sales order has been confirmed, and after that it's an optional step, very rare. It depends on the mostly, like for example, especially in furnishing industry, they used to make confirmation, and they used to collect the advance payment, and based on the requested ship date it will be delivered. Okay, so at here once he has confirmed, and they will go to the pick and pack, they will generate the packing list. So as I said, there are total three activities in pick and pack. One is the picking list generation, picking list registration, post packing slip. Okay, so what do we mean by this picking list will do? Okay, in picking list, like for example, let's take the furnishing industry. Okay, so you have mm, not furnishing industry, let's take the textiles industry. So you have a big cotton roll or white cloth roll, either it may be white cotton roll. Okay, so you will have a one roll, its contents of, imagine 500 meters. Okay, to stitch a shirt you require at least uh, 300 centimeter. So what they will do in this cotton roll, so they will generate the picking list, and this particular item has been picked for the cutting. Okay, so picking list will do in that particular activity. When you click on generate picking list, so at here the item what I have to, white cotton roll. Okay, imagine at here I am taking the item as say iPhone. Okay, and you will run off. Okay, so now what happened, the item has been picked from your warehouse and it's came to the packing place. Okay, so what they will do in the packing place, so packing place is nothing but your packing list registration, sorry, picking list registration. In picking list registration they will cut it, and they will issue further particular whatever we have cutted as 200 meters, 200 centimeter, whatever we have cutted, right? The cutted part we will give has a different barcode or different label. Okay, to scan this particular item to update the price information, to generate the barcode for that, or to update the batch number, serial number for that, for this particular cutted item, with the help of picking list registration. Okay, so at here you can see once I clicked on picking list, so item has been picked. Now at here in picking list registration I'm mapping the serial number or batch number against this particular item. Like for example, if I scroll down, now you can see this is the item which is inactive. So at here he will select this particular line item, and he will go to the update all. So this line item will be updated. Okay, so at here, like for example, in yesterday's scenario, we have seen the license plate number which need to be mapped for one of the respective item, right? So in that respective item, in picking list registration time, we will map the license plate number. This is the license plate for this particular product, and which we are using it, and we are selling it. Okay, so that those details will be done in the picking list registration. So now once this is update line has been done, he will click on save, and he will click on back. Now what happened? My picking list has been done, picking list registration is done. So after these two steps, my next step is packing slip. So packing slip is nothing but now my product is dispatched, okay, to the respective delivery location. So I will click on post packing slip. Okay, so at here nothing I need to change, everything is updated. Now you can see the packing slip, we are updating the status as packing slip, and I will click on OK. So at here you will receive a pop-up stating that printer I have not connected it, so you can click on OK to proceed further. Now the transaction has been posted. Okay, now you can see in journals we have two different journals. One is picking list journal, another one is packing slip journal. In picking list journal, you can know what are the items you have picked it. Okay, in packing slip journal, you know what are the item you have shipped it. Okay, so the next part is invoice. So once you click on invoice, we have to click on generate invoice. In generate invoice, you can see the complete information. Okay, and you will click on OK, and your tax invoice will be generated. Once you clicked on OK, your tax invoice will be generated. And if you have printer, it will by default it will be printed. If you don't have printer, you can directly go to this particular journal under the invoice journal. Okay, and at here from document we have a view. Click on this particular view, original preview. Yeah. So this is the standard invoice report format. Okay. In case if you want to customize it, you can customize based on the customer requirement. Okay. So this is the standard report which you can able to view over here. Okay. Like at here you can see on top you have the company information. Okay, so if you have any logo for this particular if any logo which we have mapped, then the logo will be displayed over here. So currently there is no logo. Okay, and you can see the customer information, customer name, and this is the company tax registration number, phone number. It will be updated over here. Okay, and now you can see we have a invoice over here. This is the tax invoice. Okay, so this is the voucher invoice number, which is system auto generated, invoice date, and number of pages. Like for example, if you have 2 pages, then it will be displayed one of two or 2 of 2 pages. Okay, and you have the sales order number, customer reference. Okay, who has been salesperson for this particular sales invoice. So these information will be populated in your invoice. Okay. So this is the complete cycle of order management. Okay. Like for example, if you see in sales quotation, we will have three different status. One is open, sent, confirm. Okay. Other than that, if you have lost, then the lost will be there. Cancelled, cancelled. So total 5 statuses in the sales quotation. Okay. Like for example, when you create the sales quotation, it will be a draft sales quotation, that is open sales quotation. Okay. So when you send for the confirmation, when you send the quotation, it is known, the status will change to sent. Okay. So when you confirm the quotation, it is confirmed. When you cancel the quotation, it will be cancelled. When you lost the quotation, lost. So these are the 5 statuses for sales quotation. And while coming to the sales order, we have open, confirmed it's an optional, and after that we have a picked, packed, packing slip. Pick, pack, packing slip. So if you combine these three, it's nothing but your own packing slip. It depends on industry. Like for example, I have given as furnishing industry, manufacturing industry. Mostly those industry will do these pick, pack, and packing slip. Okay. Even automobile industry also, they need to update the part number, serial number, right? So they used to do the same thing. Okay. So after posting the packing slip, you can do the invoice. Okay. So this pick and pack confirm is an optional. It depends on the industry. Like if it is a complete service based industry, if it is a complete retail industry, they will not do pick and pack thing. Why? Because it's a time taking process and it's a time consuming process. So even if you are in retail industry, if you are doing pick and pack, doing registration, so a customer in front of you is taking huge time, right? So that was the reason they will not do this pick and pack such kind of thing in that particular industry. So any doubt in this particular sales quotation?
No, Gautam.
Uh, So mostly you will receive questions like what's the status of the sales order and what is the flow of order management. Okay. So these kind of questions which commonly ask. Other than that, you need to understand the one more thing which I forget to inform. So whenever you book the packing slip, okay, so at here there will be a accounting impact will be started, right? So your accounting impact will start from the packing slip. So they may ask you a question. So from when or from where the accounting impact will be start. Okay. So you should able to answer the accounting impact will start from the packing slip. Even in the product, even purchase order status, purchase order also during the product receipt time only our accounting impact will be started. Okay. They may ask in which stage the accounting financial impact will start. So you should able to answer during the product receipt in purchase order, in packing slip, in the sales order. Okay. So what will be the accounting impact during the product receipt? Okay. During the product receipt, anyone answer? Product receipt is completely purchase order as we have already discussed.
Cost of goods uninvoiced into to actuals, right?
Yeah, that is system terminology. Make it simple. So for make it simple, you can directly say that purchase expenditure uninvoiced credit debit and your purchase accrual debit. So this is the simple entry which you can easily understand and you can keep it in mind. So while in packing slip, So what will be the accounting impact? At here your cost of goods sold, that is COGS, delivered will be debit, and cost of unit delivered. In other words, you can say packing slip account debit, packing slip offset account credit. So these are the two different terminologies which you can utilize for the sales, I mean the packing slip accounting entry.
Okay.
Okay, one is cost of goods sold delivered and cost of unit delivered. So cost of goods sold will be debit and cost of unit delivered is credit. Okay, so while going to the invoice, so what will be the accounting impact? So your cost of unit delivered will be debit, cost of goods sold delivered will be credit, and after that your sales revenue will be credit, customer will be debit, and tax will be debit. So now let me go to the invoice and invoice journal. Okay, so if I click on voucher over here, now you can see the the first two entry, like cost of goods sold invoice, sorry, we want to see delivered, right? Now you can see the cost of goods sold delivered. Okay, that previously debit, now it is credit. And now goods cost of unit delivered, previously it was credit, now it is debit. So these two entry is reversal of your product, your packing slip, as we have seen in our uh, purchase order cycle. During product receipt, whatever entry it's getting posted, it will be reversed. Okay, so during packing slip time, I mean during product receipt time, there will be a physical voucher which will be hitted to your inventory. Okay, during invoice time, your financial voucher will be hitted in your inventory. Like for example, now has for this particular item. Okay, let's go to this particular item, iPhone 13, right? Okay, so in this particular item, if I go to the transactions, okay, so at here you can see I have inventory issued, cost amount is there. Okay, now let me add some more column. Okay, one is the cost, let me add the cost column. Okay, so now you are able to see at here you have a physical cost and financial cost. Okay, so whenever you book the transaction, okay, now you can see whenever you book the transaction, like over here you can see uh, at here 15,000 quantity. Okay, 375,000 divided by 15,000 quantity. Okay, so my cost of purchase unit is 25, right? Now you can see there is a physical cost for 25, it has been booked, and financial cost, it has been booked as 25 for one quantity. Why, how it took 25? From the cost of at here it was getting their purchase cost for one unit. That purchase cost it's updating in your physical cost during the time of packing slip. Okay, like for example, let me duplicate the tab and let me create another sales order. So let me go to the directly sales and marketing, sales order, and all sales order. You can open the sales order form directly from accounts receivable also. Okay, let me add new. Okay, I just updated the site and warehouse. Okay, so at here let me add the product, that is iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, now you can see when I have added the product, it's one quantity 350 is my unit price, right? Now at here when I'm booking my, let me save this particular record, when I'm posting my packing slip, okay, and if I click on OK, my packing slip will be posted. Okay, now if I go to the inventory, now you can see there will be another line of transaction will be created, and the sales order number will be updated as in reference. Okay, and now you can able to see the physical cost. Now you can see, so this is the physical cost has been updated as 25, and issue status is stating as deducted, which means we have already issued this particular quantity of stock to the respective customer. Okay, now either you can consider as shipped or you have already delivered. Okay, deducted in the sense. Now once I post the invoice, the status will change to sold. Okay, which means we have completely issued the stock 100% guarantee accurately, and we have issued the tax invoice. Okay, the physical cost is nothing but the physical inventory has been deducted, but the financial impact is not yet done. Okay, so there may be a chance of question asking about, like for example, if the physical cost has been booked, okay, so what's the status of your sales order, or if what's the state of what's the status of your purchase order. Okay, so you need to say that it's received in the purchase order and packing slip has been posted in the sales order. So this is the two difference in the I mean the statuses in the purchase order and sales order. Did you got it? Any question in this particular point?
No questions.
Yeah. If physical cost is not updated, in the sense the invoice is not done against that particular quantity, it's straightforward. In both the case, either in purchase case or in sales case, both are same. But in purchase case, it will be a product receipt, and once you book the invoice, then its status will change to invoice, and at here your physical cost will be posted. Like for example, now you have seen for the sales order, right? Now let me quickly create one purchase order for the same product, and I will show you. See, accounts payable also, from we can create the purchase order. Okay, so at here I just quickly created one purchase order. And let me receive it. Okay, so at here I'm doing my product receipt for this particular item. Okay, so at here I have received my product. Okay, so what will be the impact in my inventory? My physical cost will be updated, that is one. Okay, and what else it will be updated? Your inventory also will update. So during the product receipt time in purchase order, now if I refresh this particular screen, now you can see the purchase order has been updated, inventory has been updated one quantity, and if you see the total availability, uh, let me duplicate this particular tab. I will show you 1 minute. iPhone Yeah. Now you can see uh, we have issued two quantity and we have order one quantity. Okay. So initially my quantity, how much is available? Like for example, where is the calculator? Yeah. So in 15,000 quantity initially it is available. In that we have created two sales order, two time it has been deducted, that is -2, and we have added one quantity, so +1. So how much quantity it should be? It's 14,999, and you can see what is the total available quantity over here, 14,999, right? It's matching with my
Nine.
yeah. The reason behind is, you can see over here, 15,000 quantity initially it is available. Okay, and we have done two sales order, and one is on sold, another one is deducted in the sense which is already reduced from your inventory and it has been issued. Okay, or you can say it is in ship in transit for deliver. Okay, and next one we have created one purchase order with one quantity. So what should be my total available quantity? It should be, so if you compare these all quantity, so how much it should be available? 14,999. And if you see your on hand, it's matching, right?
Yes.
Okay. So during receipt, my inventory will up and my physical cost will book. Okay. So they may ask you a question, what will be the impact in product receipt? So you can say either accounting impact one. In accounting impact, you can say that purchase expenditure and invoice account will debit and my purchase accrual will be credit. This is one. And also there will be a financial voucher which will be hitted and the inventory will be upped. In financial voucher, you can say that particular voucher, what will be the debit and credit. Okay. And if physical impact is done, financial impact is not done, then in that case you can say it means that invoice is not done for against that particular product receipt or packing slip. Okay, so these are the some tricky type interview questions which usually ask. Okay.
Okay.
Gautam,
Mhm.
here in sales order line, the 25 is the profit rate, right?
They give purchase order.
Not purchase order. You shown right now, 4 lines.
Yes, these are four
Sales
lines.
order. Yeah, here in sales order,
Uh-huh.
the
You're
25.
talking about this
Ah, yeah,
25, right?
yeah.
So what do you mean by this 25? See, when you purchase the product, okay, there will be some cost, okay, that is your basic cost. Okay, so when you sell with some of the margin, okay, let's imagine my margin for this particular line number one is 400. I'm selling the product for 400. Okay, so what is my cost of expenses for that particular product is 25, right? So on that 25, your physical and financial voucher will got hit because my cost of that particular good is 25. And what is your revenue? Like for example, I have sell it for 400, and in 400 if you remove your expenses, that is 25, so what is your revenue? 375. So I have earned
370.
375 against this particular line number one.
Where it will got updated?
It will be hitted to your revenue account.
Okay.
Let me show you that. So you can this completely ledger account mapping which will be done in financials. Okay, like for example in GL there is a trial balance. Trial balance is nothing but, if I say this particular concept you won't understand now, so until I explain this conceptual. uh, so I just updated with today's date and I have clicked on calculate balance. So when I click on calculate balance on today's date, whatever transactions we have done, it will be displayed over here. Okay, in debit and credit. Okay, now you can see. Let me make it as doesn't cannot not equal to. Okay, now you can see, so this is today transaction itself. Okay, now we have done one transaction. Okay, you can see over here accounts receivable. In account receivable you can see 400. Actually we have done two sales order transaction. One is 400, another one is 350, right? The 351 transaction is didn't posted yet to the customer ledger account. Okay, so that was the reason still the customer balance is showing as 400. Okay, so when you come under finished product, you can see at here 75 is there in credit and 50 is there in debit in cost of goods sold, deferred cost of goods sold, and 25 is in credit and 25 in debit in finished goods. So if you compare line second main account and with fourth main account, so during the during the packing slip, these two accounts will be hit, and during the invoice again these two accounts will be hit. The net impact will be 0. Okay, as I said that in the transaction level, invoice transaction level, so this is the reversal of packing slip account. I have shown two transactions, right? So those two transactions will be reversed over here. Okay, and now you can see at here 50 is showing in debit and 25 is showing in credit. Okay, so why it's showing as like that? So we didn't pass the invoice for second sales order. So once I pass that second sales order, now you can see these two lines will be matched. These two balance will be matched. You will understand more in financial concept. Like see, this is 916 sales order. If I open and if I do the invoice, okay, invoice has been posted. Let me go to the invoice voucher. Okay, now you can see the cost of unit delivered 25 and cost of goods delivered. So these two line is reversing from your packing slip. Okay, and next two lines like of cost of goods invoiced and cost of unit invoiced is nothing but inventory is issued to the respective customer, and based on this your net impact will reversal will be done and your actual inventory is booked. Like for example, so this is your customer balance 350 and this is the product revenue. Okay, now if I go back to the trial balance and if I run with the same balance, okay, say same date, is not equal to 0. Okay, now you can see previously at year 25 is 75 is there, now it is 100. Okay, and at year 25 50 is there, at year 25 is there, now this has been 0. Okay, and your customer balance 750. You will understand more in the accounting session, which hopefully we will start in next week. Any doubt in this particular sales order process? I mean order management process.
No, Gautam.
Okay, so the next part is we have left with the sales return and sales agreement. Okay, so in sales return and sales agreement, how we can do it? So we can do in multiple ways in sales return, and how we can do means you can directly create a sales order. Like for example, at here I am going to the all sales order screen form. You will click on new. Okay, and you will select the same customer. Like for example, I am selecting the GM 0001. Okay, I want to make the sales return. So why we will do the sales return? Like for example, I didn't like the particular product, so either I can return it back and get the refund. Okay, so at here I am selected the same customer account, and after that I will click on OK. So once I clicked on OK, my sales order will be generated. So this is my sales order number, it's 917. Now we are creating the return order. So why I clicked on sales, why I have created the sales order? So you may have this particular question. So we can create the return order with the help of sales order by clicking on this particular cell tab. Okay, you will have the credit note. So what do you mean by credit note? So whatever transactions you will do as a invoice, for making correction we will pass the credit note. Okay, so you will click on this particular credit note and it will display all the invoices which you have created against this particular customer. Okay, now you can see I have a 3 sales order number 91456, and if you see, if I select line number 914, you can see one particular line item. If you see line 915, if you see iPhone, if you see 916, you can see again iPhone. So in this one, which you are returning back. Okay, like for example, I want to return 916, so I will select this particular 916 line item. Okay, like for example, if you have bulk, you can modify the quantity, how many quantities you are returning back at here in this particular cell. So currently I have only one quantity, so that was the reason I'm returning this one particular quantity. By clicking on OK, the lines will be added. Okay, now you can see a line has been added with -1 quantity. Let me re-explain, let me remove this particular line, it might be confusing to you. Okay, so what I did initially, I have created the sales order by selecting the same customer. After that, what I did, I went to the cell tab on top. Okay, under cell tab, I have a create credit note. Okay, so when you click on this particular credit note, it will display against this particular customer how many invoices so far we have created, how many sales order we have created. It will be shown over here. Okay, currently I have created 917 and the status is open. So once I click on credit note, now you can see I have created 3 sales order initially and which is already invoiced, and you can see the invoice number over here. At here you can see the invoice number and the invoice voucher and the invoice amount. Okay, and you have the sales order number, and in lines tab you can see the line details. Okay, at here uh, I want to make a reversal of the last sales order, that is 916. So when I select this particular sales order, you can see by default the line item has been selected. Okay, in case if you have multiple quantities and you want to reverse one particular quantity or some part of the quantity, you want to reverse it, so in that case you can modify this quantity field over here. Okay, I have only one quantity so far, so that was the reason I'm not editing it. And after that I will click on OK button. So once I click on OK button, now you can see -1 quantity has been added to the my sales order line. Okay, and you can see the price information is updated in -350. Okay, so after that you can go for the pick and pack and invoice. It depends, like for example, if it is if you have pick and pack, you can do the pick and pack and you can do the credit note, or you can directly go to the invoice and generate the invoice. Okay, so at here I'm directly generating the invoice, and if I click on OK, invoice has been posted. So the credit note process is straightforward, it's simple. Okay, and you can see the document type, document invoice will be in credit note. Instead of invoice, it will be credit note. You can see previously at here the invoice is there, right? Now it's credit note. So if you have pick and pack, and in that case, what you will do, you will generate the pick and pack and you will add the registration line. So that is the same process in the product receipt, what we will do as a registration. Okay. So any doubt in this sales return? It's a small topic only.
No, Gautam.
Yeah.
Mm.
So next we have sales agreement. Okay. So to navigate this particular sales agreement, you can navigate from the sales and marketing sales agreement. Okay. So this is a similar process how you create for the purchase agreement. Okay. So at here you will click on new to create new sales agreement, and at here you will select the customer. Okay. In purchase agreement you will select the purchase vendor. At here in sales agreement you are selecting the customer. Okay, so once you selected the customer, so you will have agreement classification. It's a blanket sales agreement. Okay, so what do you mean by blanket sales agreement? Is nothing but it's a contract between you and customer, where you will issue this much quantity with this much discounted price. Okay, and after updating that, by default at here the product quantity commitment will be there, and you will click on OK. So once you click on OK, your sales agreement transactional form will be open with two heads. One is line and header view. In header view you can see the complete customer information. Okay, in line view again it will be segregated with three heads. One is the sales agreement header, sales agreement lines, and line details. Okay, so at here what we will do, we will add a line, sales agreement line. Either you can select the item number base or sales category base. Like for example at here I am selecting the item number starting with 1. Like for example I have given as echo dot one of the item. Okay, and at here I am adding the site warehouse. Okay, number of quantity, like for example if you purchase 10 quantity, I'll give 5% discount and your unit price is 900. Okay, and after updating the line details you will have the expiry date. So you will update the expiry date as 31st March. Okay, so you have two different expiry date. One is for this particular line, another one is header expiry date. Okay, so you may have some line which may expiry before that particular header date. Okay, so you will update both the places, and after that you will change the status to effective. Okay, so once you change the I just shared my screen. Hope you are able to view it now.
Yes, Gautam.
Yeah. So for this particular purchase agreement, we have a three different status. One is on hold. Okay. Another one is effective, and third one is close. Okay. So on hold, when you generate new sales agreement, it will be on hold status, and after that you will after adding all the lines information and updating the all the necessary information like expiry date, and you will make it as effective. Okay, and once the agreement is expired, you will change the status to closed. Okay, so now at here you can see I will click on save. Now at here I have a sales agreement where my it starts from 12th December and ends with 31st December. Okay, I have the echo dot product. Okay, and I have 10 quantities, and I can give a discount up to 5%, and the net amount will be 8550. Okay, so at here, once you have added all this information, you have saved it, and after that you will click on confirm. You can see confirmation. So once you click on confirmation, your purchase agreement confirmation report will be generated. So I have clicked on OK. Now you can see the agreement confirmation journal, that is sales agreement confirmation journal, will be generated. It's the same process how you have created in purchase agreement. Okay, you can click on original preview. Okay, so this is the sales agreement report. Okay, let me go a step back. Yeah, so once you have generated the sales agreement confirmation, next what will be done, right? So you can see under new we have a release order. Okay, so we can release n number of sales order. Either we can release 10 up to 10 quantities. We can create 10 sales order. For each sales order as one quantity. If you want to release all the 10 quantities in one sales order, you can release it. Okay, system will see up to invoice level. If the 10 quantity has been invoiced, then you can mark it as effective. You can mark it as closed. Now, like for example, at here, I'm clicking on release order. So when I clicked on release order, you can see I have the item number and you can see sales quantity. So in this particular sales quantity field, I will update the quantity as 2 and I will click on create. Okay, so once I click on create, so a sales order will be generated. Okay, and you can see the sales order number over here in this particular drop down, that is 918. This is one. In secondary, in related information, you can see release order lines. So once you clicked on release order lines, it will display. So this is the sales order number and this much quantity has been released, and this is the net amount and this is the discount amount. Okay, so you can track how many quantities we can release against this particular sales order. So you can track each and everything from here also in related information. Okay, so in another tab, now what I will do, I will go to the sales and sales order. Okay, so 918 which we have created. Okay, so at here I'm directly posting the invoices. Okay, so once I book the invoice, the sales order, now this particular line we have generated from the sales agreement, right? So once I have done this particular invoice of this particular sales order, I can able to track how many quantities I have invoiced. Like for example, now this 918 has been invoiced, right? So again, I'm going back to the sales agreement. In this particular sales agreement, if I click on, let me refresh this particular page. Okay, now you can see invoice lines. Previously it has been disabled. Now you can see invoice lines has been enabled. So in this particular invoice line, you can see how many quantity has been invoiced. Like for example, so this is the invoice number, invoice date, item information, site warehouse. Okay, number of quantity has been invoiced. Okay, their unit price and net amount. Okay, so mostly in which case we will utilize this particular sales agreement. Like for example, if you have a contract between company and customer, in that case we will create the sales agreement. Okay, and in purchase agreement we will have a contract between vendor and us. So that in that case we will create the purchase agreement. Okay, if you see, the process of both are same, but the screen and the naming is different. But if you see, the complete process is same. Any doubt in this particular sales agreement?
There are two expiration dates, right? Expiration dates. One is header level, one is line level. Is there any particular purpose for both dates?
Yeah, like for example, you may have multiple line items. Okay, and in that particular line item, some date may expire in. Let's imagine this is my annually contract. Okay.
Okay.
And I have given line level this particular discount rate in different expiry date.
Okay.
So either system should follow the effective date of the lines, and it should see the effective date of lines and the discount level in line level. Okay. And
Okay.
at the header level, it will see the complete contract expiry date.
Okay. Understood. Thank you.
And also it will track how many quantities you have released in order lines and how many quantity you have invoiced, how many quantity we can still do the invoice. Based on that, it will also auto track and it will release the order.
Okay. Thank you.
So you may get one interview question stating that what's the difference between sales agreement and the price and discount. Okay, so this price and discount mostly you will utilize in the retail industry. They will have a trade agreement journals. Okay, for your information perspective, I'm telling you should answer this interview question: what is the difference between trade agreement journal and sales agreement? In trade agreement journal, the customer, you are providing some discount to the customer, okay, for some respective product. Like for example, if you see the retail industry, if you go to the Lulu hypermarket in Hyderabad or in any retail, any Reliance Mart or D-Mart, okay, if you go inside, there will be a different offers which is running on. Like for example, if you buy 2 milk biscuits, you will get around one each as a 5 INR. Okay, if you go for shoe, if you want this particular like Puma shoe, previously it's 199, now it's 129. If you see shirts, t-shirts, previously it's 55, now 25. You have seen lot number of offers, right? So how these offers and these discounts are getting updated with the help of trade agreement journal. Okay, if you go to the trade agreement journal under the price and discount, this option will be available same as in purchase order, and as well this option will be available in your procurement sourcing as well as in the sales and marketing also. So in trade agreement journal, you will click on new. Okay, so this is the journal header. So previously, when we have created any sales quotation or purchase request for quotation, purchase order, sales quotation, we have seen different header. Okay, in the same view itself, we can see line and header view, right? So in kind of these journals, this is the header view where you will select what kind of journal you are going to create. Okay, now you can see we have a discount adjustment journal, price adjustment journal for purchase and as well as sales. Okay, let's imagine I am creating some price adjustment journal or discount adjustment journal. Okay, so once you have updated that respective journal name, and it will ask default relation. So what kind of journal you are preparing it for? Whether it is you are preparing for purchase or you are preparing for the sales. Okay, so at here you can see price for purchase and you will see price for sale. Okay, so I will select price for sale as I want to do the sell for the price. So I will select as price for sale and I will go to the lines. So this is the header view. Header view, it's straightforward for all the journals where you will have a journal name, and if you want to update any description over here, you can text it. Okay, like for example, demo. Okay, and I have updated whether I want to give discount on purchase or I want to discount on sale. You can update over here default relationship. Click on lines. Okay, so in lines you can see we have a table level, and you can see at here item relation. Okay, in this particular item relation, it will display your complete item master list. Okay, like for example, I want to provide discount on iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, now if you scroll down, you can see at here I can give the let me select the site and warehouse. Okay, I just updated the site and warehouse, and this is from and to, so you can provide the range also from and to. Okay, so at here I'm giving amount in currency. So at here I'm giving as 325 instead of 350. After updating this particular price in details, you will have from date and to date, from when this particular offer will run. Like for example, this offer will run from today and it will be end on 25th December 2024. Okay, so at here I have updated date, month and year. The system, if you see Microsoft Dynamics, it follows month, year, month, days and calendar, year calendar basis. If you want to modify, you can modify. That's in the system parameter. I will show you that. Okay, so after that you will save it and you will click on post. So at here, see, when I have clicked on save, it was asking couple of things. One is check the dimension of site and warehouse. So it's already updated site and warehouse, it's there. Okay, and let me post this particular journal by clicking on post. Now the journal has been posted. Now how we can able to see whether this particular price has been updated or not? Okay, so what we can do, we will go to the item master. That is, first let me navigate to the product information management module, release product. So in release product, I will filter with the particular product number or with name. Okay, so this is my product, right? I will open this particular product. So on top we have various action menu items. One is product, another one is purchase, another one we have sell. In sell, you can see view trade agreement. So if you click on this particular view trade agreement, so this is the price information which we have added, right? So similarly, it will be applicable in your there is a POS, that is a different instance. POS is nothing but point of sale machine. Okay, so if you go to the any retail market, at the last they will scan and they will do the invoice, right? So that machine is known as POS, point of sale machine. Okay, so whatever transaction, whatever the discount you have updated, it will be updated over there. And once you scan this particular product, then the cost of this particular price will be updated. Like for example, let's try in sales order. So at here I am creating a new sales order. Okay, let me go to the lines. Okay, now you can see it's stating as 350. So why that particular discount is not updated over here? As I said, it will be updated in the point of sale. In point of sale, at the end of the day, from their system will push the data and it will create the sales order. And in that particular sales order, all the discounts will be updated. Okay, so the trade agreement will be mainly utilized for the bulk price updating, bulk price providing the discount. Okay, and in trade agreement, in sales agreement is nothing but that is a contract between you and customer. You're providing this much discount. Okay, do I need to re-explain what is the difference between purchase agreement, I mean sales agreement, and price and discount in trade agreement journal? Both will provide the same discount. Okay, but the trade agreement journal is mainly utilized in retail industry more. Okay, where they may have bulk discounted rate. Okay, like for example, the same product may have different discount, different unit of discount. So when I say unit of discount, like for example, now this particular product iPhone, we have created one piece, right? So you can consider 12 piece equal to one small cotton box. Okay, 12 small cotton box equal to one medium cotton box. So you can define the outer like that. You can define multiple units. Okay, so there will be a unit of conversion. So any doubt in this one, in these two different? So you should be make sure about this particular interview question. So what is difference between sales agreement and trade agreement journal, or purchase agreement with trade agreement journal? Okay, the conceptual is same, answer also will be the same in both the case. In purchase case, we will update the bulk purchase price for the items. In sales trade agreement, we will update bulk sales price and discount of the item. That's the thing. So any question in this particular part?
No question, Gautam.
Okay. So that's it in the sales and marketing module. So we left with intercompany transaction. Intercompany transaction we will see corely in financial. Okay, for that we need to do some financial setup. So we will start the financial module maybe next week, Saturday, Sunday. If you have any question in complete this SEM modules, so we can do a quick revision on Saturday, and from Sunday we can start the financial.
Gautam, can you provide any interview questions for the SEM?
I'm in the same session itself. I'm telling what kind of questions which they might ask.
Okay.
If you
Done.
see the recording also, and even today also, we have covered some point of scenario.
Yeah.
What kind of questions
we have
may
covered
ask.
4 questions today. Yes.
If you see my complete sessions, it will be there. Okay.
Okay.
Mostly request you to by heart the entries for purchase and sale. I believe I have
Okay.
already given for purchase and sale, I think, or only I have
Yes.
given for purchase. Let me see the chart. If I am not given for the sale, let me prepare in Excel and let me share with you. Okay, so for purchase there are around 5 entries, and for sale there will be 3 entries. So if you remember these entries, these kind of interview question definitely they will ask. If you attend any interview questions, either you may finance or SEM consultant, definitely they will ask these entries. Irrelevant
Okay.
of finance, even though you are SEM consultant, irrelevant of finance, then also they will ask you these questions. Okay. And if you see the financial conceptual wise, in financial conceptual wise, again you will see the sales order, purchase order, which we have already covered. Again we will go through in depth, like we will see the complete again cycles. Okay, in financial.
Okay.
Other than that, we have a different core modules. In each module wise we have different journals, so we will go through that.
Sure.
Okay, so if you have any doubt, again we will sit and we will clarify. I will give you again a overview, so whatever we have discussed in finance, SEM session, then we will go to the finance module. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Okay then.